Maude, you gorgeous woman. You flew to Paris to sit down with Tom Cruise. Now, he's one of the biggest stars in the world. Paris is also known as being the city of romance. At any point during the chat, did you think about going in for the pash?
I'm 5'11", and so I think that's about a foot taller than I should be to have a non-awkward connection there.
Maude, obviously Tom Cruise is probably the biggest star on the planet right now. I mean, I know you're a seasoned professional, but were you quiet, calm and confident, or were you just secretly doing your dax?
Look, Tommy, I wish I could tell you that after interviewing celebrities for 10 years, this doesn't faze me, but for some reason, Tom Cruise really kind of shook me. I was shaking this whole time. Mainly because of what he was telling me. He was doing all the stunts for one of the most ridiculous filled movie that I've ever seen. If you don't believe me and just what it takes to be Tom Cruise in a Mission Impossible movie, check out what he told me with helicopters, motorbikes and cars.
You had a terrible choice to make in Berlin. One life over millions. And now the world is at risk.
Tom Cruise is back as Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible Fallout, the 6th installment in the action-packed spy series that just keeps on getting more and more, well, impossible.
Which way, Benji? Turn left! Go, 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 go! What are you waiting for? I'm jumping out a window! Oh, sorry. Good luck.
Along for the ride are Simon Pegg, Henry Cavill and Alec Baldwin, who of course are all racing against time, while Tom Cruise is out to save the day.
When the clock stops, Ethan Hunt will lose everyone he ever cared about.
Tom, we are here in France, Paris. Check this out.
Look at this. This is not green screen.
No, at all.
This is not green screen. We don't do green screen.
I've heard that one of the big stunt scenes was at the Arc de Triomphe, was it? Mm-hmm. And there you are doing a stunt sequence.
Yes.
No helmet on.
No.
And you only had 90 minutes to film the entire thing.
Yes, that's true. Oh, you know. Yes.
How do you get that done?
We meet with the stunt guys ahead of time, and I basically say, please don't hit me. I'm going to be weaving in between your cars. And when we're doing it, if they're holding a line, I just say, please don't swerve. Like, even if we do make contact, don't swerve.
What the hell is he doing?
I find it best not to look.
So stunts are like rolling the dice. There are so many variables. There's so many things that can go
Just
wrong.
like life.
Yes, yes.
Just like life.
Except a lot of us don't volunteer to nearly kill ourselves every time.
No, I know.
I feel like a worried mother.
No, I know. Look, I spent years training for these things, and I've been doing it for years. And so we do everything we can possible to limit any kind of mistakes, and we're very thorough about how we approach these things and calculated. But when you're going, there's times I'm not wearing a helmet and we're going high speed.
Tom made headlines in August last year when things didn't go quite to plan on set.
I needed to go into that wall and grab the side, so I just held my foot there, literally nanoseconds too long, and it broke.
But you ran on a broken ankle.
Yeah, I ran past the camera because I just went, keep going, because I know I'm not doing this again. And I just had to go into full rehab. I was there. I had friends calling, going, oh man, sorry about your ankle. You want to come down to the south of France? You know, we're here. I was like, guys, I've got 10 to 12 hours of rehab. I don't recommend breaking that bone. It's not pleasant.
To help get into character, Tom took it upon himself to learn how to pilot a helicopter, clocking up the 2,000 hours needed by flying 8 hours a day.
The helicopter sequence that we have in this film is, it's something that I've been wanting to do for many, many years. And I fly aerobatic airplanes, but I've never flown a helicopter. So I went and trained for about 1.5 years before this sequence, just really to see what can you do with the helicopter and what can I do with the helicopter.
You can fall out.
You can fall out, exactly. You can take the helicopter and you can put it in a nosedive and spin it. You know, you don't want to do that too many times, but first couple of times I did that, that was pretty nerve-wracking.
You did it yourself. You were
all
in
of
that.
it. Every shot, everything that you see in there, that is me.
Ooh, that's what I want.
How was that, McHugh?
Very upsetting here.
Well, I guess that's a sprint.
Absolutely.
You were just here going, oh, I've always wanted to fly a helicopter. I've always wanted to... What is your to-do list?
It's a very long list of things. More than 10 minutes, but fly airplanes, scuba dive. I always, wanted to skydive, and helicopters, and I like things like that.
You're going to space, aren't you?
That would be fun. I was hoping we'd be further along with our space program, so I'm holding out for SpaceX and...
Catch up, guys. Tom's got things to do.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
Maude, thank you very much.
Well, just before we let you go, it was an amazing chat. But did you think when you watched it back that you called the Arc de Triomphe the Arc de Triumph? You sounded so Aussie.
Listen, you can take the girl out of Australia, but this accent is going nowhere.
Yeah, I feel like you were one step away from calling the Eiffel Tower that bloody big thing in the background, dickhead.
I did call it the cheeky bugger.
Maude, great job. Thank you very much tonight.
Thanks so much, Hamish. Take care, guys.